can get started.
What was your perspective first day in pads? Good to be back.
I was excited. To put the pads on. I think it kind of lets us play a little bit more physical. Of course, we got to, be under control with it, but I think everybody was pretty excited about it.
What's Brock Purdy's demeanor like in the huddle now that he's back in practice?
Same as it was, before he got hurt in Philly. I don't think he's changed. I think he still has a very level head and comes in very confident day in and day out.
What about Trey Lance in the huddle? What have you noticed differently this year?
Same thing. I think they're both very level-headed. They both are very confident in their ability, and they command the huddle, and that's what a quarterback needs to do. So I don't see any really difference from either of them.
Aaron, do you enjoy the one-on-ones, and how's Kinlaw and Hargrave look so far to you?
One-on-ones are one-on-ones. It is what it is. But I think Hargrave and Kinlaw both look really good. I think Hargrave is as expected, as advertised. He's a great player, and that's what you're going to get for him. And I think Kinlaw is having a really good camp. I think he's playing, with a lot of fire. I think he's playing really aggressive and physical and explosive. You saw he had a rep at the end today, and he's moving around the edge and playing really well right now.
You were your high school coach here yesterday who brought a youth football team. What was that like, just having that experience, all those kids chanting?
No, it was awesome. Just being able to have that connection and them bringing the kids out and them see what staying on track and doing the right things and locking in on what's important, where it can get you. So it's great to set that example and be a role model for those kids.
For his first rounds, kind of set out a plan or goals that you have for this year?
We talk, we'll go in and talk and kind of see all right, what do you see? What do I, what I see, and go from there. And normally we're pretty much on the same page with things. So not going to go into details on it, but yeah.
How do you feel going forward this year? Are there goals that you've set for yourself?
Just get better every day. That was my goal last season. It's still my goal this season. I think, I have a good foundation to start on this year, just from getting all those reps last year and kind of knowing where I'm at and what I need to improve on. And luckily, with Kinlaw, Hargrave, Armstead, all those guys, I get to, go against really good players every day, and it's going to help me in the long run. So.
You established yourself last year, but as you looked as the season went along, did you see a steady uptick in your own self-criticisms, or when you look at it yourself?
Yeah, I think from beginning to end, definitely I was, a lot better than when I started at the end of the season. But there's highs and lows, and sometimes things get better, and sometimes your game goes up and down a little bit, and and that comes with playing different guys every week and the nicks and bruises and being banged up during the season. So week by week, I feel like I tried to get better and tried to pick something to get better at, and I feel like I definitely had an ascension.
On the inside between you, Brendel, and Burford, you were all first-year starters last year. How much, in terms of cohesion and rapport, some of the stuff that we may not just notice watching, do you think can improve now that you have a second year working with them?
I think it has improved. I think communication-wise, there's some things I just know Jake sees it. I know he sees I don't have to communicate everything, and I think just us kind of being on the same page on everything, and we go over the playbooks together. We go over certain looks and kind of what he thinks, what I think, and from across the board, I think we're a lot more cohesive of a group.
Did you kind of feel the tempers building a little bit through practice today?
You go 4 days with no pads and put the pads on, things build up. That's football, and guys are physical and they want to go hit and play hard and play physical, and that's just sometimes part of the game. And I think we can control it a little bit and still get that good work in, but it is what it is.
Very good. All right. Thanks, Aaron.
Cool.
First pad of practice went.
I thought it went good, minus, the skirmish we had. I felt like it was a physical practice. Everyone brought it. It was good energy. Obviously, you got to clean some stuff up, but I thought it was a good practice for our team. Get some frustration out and, putting the pads on and getting into playing real football.
Did
generally, did Kyle say anything to the team after the scrimmage?
Well, with it's football. It's a physical sport. Things like that are going to happen. Guys are going to get into it. But the main thing is, we all need each other. I can't win, without Ayuk, and they can't win without us. And we all are on this journey together, and we're all brothers at the end of the day. So we got to protect each other, find ways to play physical like we have been for many years here, but not take it across the line where we're going to lose somebody.
What have you seen out of the defensive end group with Nick on here? Anyone impressed you out of that group so far, or what have you seen out of those guys?
Our defense?
Defensive ends, the edge rushers.
Oh, defensive ends. They've all been doing a phenomenal job. A few of them got banged up. They were doing very well, but Cleveland has been doing great, integrating into the scheme. I think his skill set with what we do is going to be great for him and great for us. Drake is coming along. Carey is a seasoned vet who knows exactly what to do, and he's going to help our team tremendously. The whole group has been doing a phenomenal job. Alex Barrett, year in and year out, continues to come in and be a great player and really help our team a lot too. So.
How has Javon Kinlaw looked so far?
JK has been balling. It's been great to see his progress and his process. I dealt with injuries early in my career and really couldn't find my footing. And once I was able to string along some good health, I was able to play some good football, and he's been looking amazing. He's healthy and he's been dominating.
Is that a conversation you guys have had the last couple of years?
Always, I feel like that's my responsibility. I've been through a lot in this league, going into my 9th year. Been in a lot of situations, and I know what it's like to deal with some injuries and deal with the pressure and what people may say, and trying to fight to get back. And I've also dealt with the other side of having some success on the other side of that too. So it's been great to see, and he's going to have a big year.
It seemed like his emotional state is also more positive.
Yeah, he's definitely. I don't think people understand, the mental toll injuries really take on you. Waking up with pain and those type of things, that can lead to depression and a real bad mental state. So I'm sure feeling healthy and feeling more like himself is making him happy, and he's able to use his abilities, his God-given abilities, and the ones he's been training and working on, to go out there and do something he loves. So it's great to see him happy and playing well.
Is it hard for taller guys to play with functional strength? You're a lot functionally stronger, I think, than you were when you came into the league. Is that technique? How do you develop that?
You definitely have to work on it. I mean, some guys are strong in the weight room, and some guys are strong on the field. And when we go on the field, that is apparent. I think you have to take the weight room seriously, but you also have to continue to focus on your flexibility and your mobility and all those things. It's a full-time job, taking care of your body. So there's definitely a difference, though. Guys who can lift weights and guys who can go out on the field and move people. And I think that's the type of player you want to be, someone who can go out on the field and play strong and move people out your way.
You mentioned the mental toll that sort of injuries and things have. For last year for you, did you still deal with that when you're going through a season where you're battling injuries?
Last year, I flushed that. Last year for me, it was a series of fortunate events, but my main focus was just getting myself back to a place where I could help my team win games, and I felt like I did that down the stretch. I started to feel more like myself, and when my team needs me the most and down the stretch in must-win games and in the playoffs, I feel as though I play well when they need me. So that was my main focus was that, getting back to a place where I could help my team win and go make that playoff run, and I felt like I did that. I was proud of myself for that. I hadn't been in a situation where I got injured and was coming back. It was always, season ending or something. So it was a different season for me. Was proud of, where I got myself at the end to help my team win.
Do you feel like this year's, to reprove yourself in some way, or?
I mean, you got to prove yourself every year. Every year is a new year. Turn the page, no matter what you do. I mean, I think I have, a lot of respect around the league, but I want to continue to play good football and have a dominant year and continue to prove myself and show what I can do out there.
Eric, we always see the defensive line flash in training camp. This year, do you feel even stronger about it? Do you feel like the defensive line is maybe the best you've been around?
We have a great group. Definitely have a great group. It's a new group. Not necessarily compared to the past, but this is definitely a great group, and we're not even all the way together yet. We don't have our guy here yet. So we have a great group. Got to keep grinding, keep getting better, and see where it takes us in the season. But we always have that responsibility. They invest up front, and we know that a lot of games are going to be on our shoulders to go out there and win. And we accept that challenge. We get to work and we go out there and play as hard as we can.
How's Javon Hargrave fitting into your group?
Amazing. He's an excellent player. He's a cool dude too. So getting to know him has been amazing. He's a unique player. That's tough to block in the run and pass game. And it's been great to take the field with him, these 5 days in camp. And definitely looking forward to continuing to grind, continuing to get better and better. Go ahead into the season with him. But he's an amazing player.
It looked like you were telling Drake Greenlaw to kind of chill at one point. He was popping some people. Where do you find that balance between, high intensity practice but not, hurting your teammates?
We all need each other, So it's that fine line of bringing that intensity, but not, hurting one another. We have pads on. We're all grown men, so, we can handle it. But like I said, we all need each other to win. All our families are reliant on each other. Winning brings happiness to everyone involved in the organization, in our life, family. It just makes things way smoother, way better, way more happy. So we need everyone to win games, and so we got to find a way to continue to bring that intensity, but protect one another, which we have done throughout these years. First day of pads, stuff gets a little dicey.
Steve Wilkes the other day said that you going back outside at times is an option, but right now you're an inside guy. They got lots of outside options. Have they said that to you, and how does that change the approach for you if you're just going to be that inside guy?
No, we haven't discussed that. I've been playing defensive tackle. That's where I'm going to be. See what happens during the season. I always can feel I can go out there on the edge and play dominant football, but I'm playing defensive tackle right now, and that's my position where I'm going to continue to get better and dominate.
That's it.
All right.
He said that you guys have a conversation a lot after plays. How much has that relationship helped you?
It's a big help. I value him as a top 5 receiver in this league. So just any tips and things I can work on, he tells me just to get me better, because we all got the same goal. We on the same team, and we got one goal, just to win.
Anything in particular you guys have worked on or talked about?
Just being more patient at the line. I had a problem last year where just opening the gate, so making me have to turn and run faster and locking my hips. So just being more patient at the line, being square, and just being more confident.
Do you feel it paying off?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Do you consider yourself a veteran of this group right now, and how are you using that to kind of help the younger guys?
A veteran, I wouldn't say I'm a veteran yet. I just try to be a sponge. I got a lot of guys in the room that's played a lot of football, so I just try to pick their brain and just whatever tips that I can take from them and just implement it in my game.
Sean Gibson said that he's tried to be more vocal in the DB room this year. Jimmy Ward, a lot of veterans left the team. What's his impact meant to some of you younger players?
He don't really say much. So when he speaks, it's kind of speak value. Everybody respect him, and we respect how long he's been in doing this, because it take a real warrior, to be in the league this long and just make all the plays that he's made.
In the spring, you mentioned that deep ball, covering the deep ball, something you wanted
to work on. Was that what you were just mentioning a minute ago, opening the gate, one of the reasons that you kind of pinpointed is?
Yeah, because I feel like when you open the gate, it makes you get in a panic mode. You know, we're trying to catch up, and I feel like I've just been more confident and more poised than with playing the ball in the air, just being comfortable, knowing where that receiver is and knowing where the ball is going.
It wasn't a matter of when the ball was down the field you were struggling. It was you needed to be in step the whole way more.
Yeah, and kind of just reading the chest plate.
Yeah, but early in practice, you and Mooney were working with Steve. What were you guys working on, and how's Wilkes helped you develop so far this year?
He's a real technician. Just helping us kick 45, because that's what we had the problem with. As I said, like working, just opening the gate, having us turning and run. You know, every guy in this league is fast. Well, mostly every guy in this league is fast. So you know, it's hard to just be a track meet every game. So you got to like work angles.
At what point last year did you know, like, hey, I belong, I can do this? And my follow-up question to that is, what made you want to change your number?
What made me feel like I belong was just having a fight. You know, I wasn't having the best games every week, so just having to come to myself and just say I'm gonna get it right, and it just takes time and just taking bumps and bruises. But one play that really just helped me, like really made me change my mindset, was the AJ Green play. You know, I didn't give up a touchdown all the way until that play. So when that kind of happened, like I really just vowed to myself that I'd never let that happen again. Just after that play, I would say like I just got more confident, you know, and then it carried on to the playoffs.
Things got pretty chippy today. How'd you feel about the two skirmishes? Jawan got into it, Brandon got into it. You guys trying to establish kind of territory?
I mean, it's football. I mean, we all love each other. We all brothers. You know, we all got one goal. It just, you know, first day of pads, everybody happy, juiced up, just a lot of emotion.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.